Hey everybody, this is Maya Gobara, and this is the first of several episodes of the Confident as Fuck series. I've literally just named it right now. Didn't know I had a name, but here we are. I'm just going to be interviewing a series of femmes who I think just exude confidence, who exude just bad as fuck energy and they get what they want. And the first couple of episodes that I really want to tackle are around size because especially as women, this is a big thing for us. It affects how we see ourselves and it affects how we show up in the world. So the first person that I have here with us is Dominique, and I am so excited to have you here, Dominique. Hi.
Hi, how are you? How are you? How's it
I
going?
am amazing. What are your pronouns?
She and her.
She and her. Okay.
Yes,
And sexual orientation.
I am lesbian.
You are lesbian. Okay.
Yes,
And relationship status.
I am in a relationship with an amazing woman. So
Oh,
lucky. Oh.
I all in the body language. Just like,
Yeah.
and can you tell me just a little bit about yourself, and then I'm gonna get all in your business.
Okay, so I'm Dominique Von Bucksaplenty, and I am a witch slash transformational coach, and I help Black women boost and regain their confidence through a series of rituals, tarot readings, etc. And it's been helping. I love what I do, and it's been bringing out the best in my clients. So I think I'm on the I'm on the right path for sure.
Well, talk about this right path. How did you find yourself on it? Like, when did you feel like, yes, this is it?
Oh man. So last summer, I made a really big move and moved from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. I knew I wanted a motivational brand. I knew, I wanted to marry both my love for magic and for motivational speaking. So I was like, I got to do something. So it was a series of, throwing darts at the wall to see what stuck. And actually, this stuck. Right now, I'm preparing a 5-week course, Tarot to Transformation, where I take 5 to 10 women and help them boost their confidence and self esteem. This first one is going, I think the 4th week of the class is going to land on a full harvest moon. So we'll be doing our ritual that night and, kind of just bringing up the morale of my Black women because we tend to get the bottom of the barrel and we tend to accept that and grin and bear it. And I'm quite frankly fucking tired of it. My mother didn't live like that. The women in my family didn't live like that. We wanted the best, we demanded the best, and that's what we got. And I feel like every Black woman should live their life like that.
Yes, I love that because we do tend to take these. I know I, for a long time, lived like that, like making these compromises, even in spaces where no one was really asking me to compromise. I
Just
myself
doing
decided,
it.
yeah, because I don't want to rock the boat and make anybody feel like I thought I was better or anything. And it's just like, that life is just not the life for me anymore.
No,
No.
because in reality, sometimes you are better.
Yeah.
That's just the truth of it. And it kind of, when you first start to realize that, you get you start your brain's like, you're not better than anybody and yada yada yada, but sometimes you really fucking are. It's just life.
Gotcha.
And if you embody that, if you live your life through that, you will be.
So I want to get a little bit personal with you, if you
Okay.
don't mind. And because
No,
this
not at
is
all.
around size issue, are you comfortable with telling what size you are?
Yes. Right now, I am a 3X. I am about 375 pounds. I was 464 pounds when I first moved out to Las Vegas. So, yeah.
So have you been doing this on purpose or just like life? Is like
Life. Life in general has kind of just, put me on the path to weight loss, just in constant movement. I'm happier. So, I'm not in the lower depressed energies. So I'm not sitting there eating and, sleeping and all that. And then my girlfriend, she makes me go everywhere with her. So I'm always up.
always up and out, and I'm sure that Vegas heat don't play either. So
At all. At all. It is so hot out here all the time. Like, right? I think today's going to be 109. Weekends are usually like 110. It's awful.
ooh, I'm not about that life.
I just got used to it because it'll be like 80, 90 degrees. And I'm like, oh, it's nice out here.
All cool and whatnot.
Right.
So what? Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't think I'm going to get in the pool today. It's 92. It's cold. That's really how it is for me now. I'm really used to the heat, but I love it.
Gotcha. So what has your journey been like with like size and all that stuff over just the course of your life?
Well, I've always been on the thicker scale, mostly bottom heavy. I didn't start really getting larger until after high school.
Okay.
And that's when, you're driving and you're working, you're not, constantly walking to school and whatnot. So I got up to about a 22, and then I got pregnant with twins. Right. And when I weighed in the day before I had them, I was 405 pounds. So, after that, thinking that I had to kind of give up my life for them, I didn't do anything. I sat there, took care of them, and ate myself into, 60 some odd pounds over my birth weight. So it got pretty bad. I was, knees hurting, ankles hurting, out of breath, that kind of thing. So I just I said, stop, after a while, like this has to stop. I got a trainer and she helped me lose about 60 pounds before I left. And I wish I still had her. She's a 4'11" Spitfire, make you want to beat her up, but she gets results.
Pack a lot of attitude in them little bodies.
Oh boy, she's like, you're gonna hate me, but I love you.
Like you right.
I used to cuss her out every morning, but it worked. Um, but throughout that, I was teased by my family. By of course, the boys in my family. The women thought I was just amazing, but I, you're fatty, and why are you eating that, and yada yada yada. Like, I wish I was as fat as I was back then. I'll be fine as hell. But that's that's neither here nor there. But uh, I've always had an air of confidence about myself, no matter what size I was. I knew I was the shit. My mother, when she was buying my clothes when I was younger, kept me cute. When I started working, I had my own style and I stayed cute. So it's really how you feel on the inside and what you put on you. A lot of plus size clothes are frumpy and dumpy, so you don't want to do that. Um, it's just finding what looks good for you, not nobody else.
So how would you describe your style?
I am glam goth with a little bit of punk, a little bit of rockabilly.
Yeah. So where do you get your clothes? Like, put us on.
Torrid and Hot Topic. Hot Topic has their plus size um, menu now. So I've just been like everything in my closet is pretty much Torrid and Hot Topic, and I love it because they have cute stuff. Hot Topic mostly. Torrid has gotten a little Ashley Stewart for me.
Yeah, they've been like not giving me looks the way that they used to.
Right. Like I was a Torrid fan when they were strictly for big punk and rockabilly girls. Like
I
that
wonder
was my life.
since Hot Topic is adding on something that they feel like they can kind of.
Because that Hot Topic is towards Big Brother store. So, they have been going back and forth with, how they're going to cater to the alternative plus size wearers. And that's when Hot Topic started putting more plus size items on their website.
So, what makes you look at a piece of clothes and like Hot Topic or Ash? Oh, look, I call Ashley Stewart or
Right,
Tori.
it
Just
is.
uh, or yes, or Tori and go, yes, I'm adding that piece to my closet.
I'm so dramatic. If I'm looking at something and I go, it's going in the cart. Like if I audibly gasp, if I have to clutch my pearls, if I'm like, oh my God, like I need this on my body, I'm gonna buy it. Or ask my girlfriend to buy it.
So, are you quality? Like, hey, I have like this curated closet, or are you like, I just want all the things?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think if it's flowy, if it's lacy, I'm gonna need it. T-shirts all day long. So I guess it would be a little bit of both. It's things I love, but I love a lot of shit. That's how that goes for me. I love a lot of stuff, so I want to, keep it all. And it's not organized, but I'm gonna get there.
Oh, I'm here for straps, anything, right?
Right.
So, where do you get like your undergarments and stuff from? Like, what's your like your faves?
That would be Torrid as well. Now they have great underwear options. I think anytime I would, because I tried, was it Cacique for Elaine Bryant?
Mm-hmm.
Some of their stuff used to be really cute and sexy, but then they got really grandma on me. So I switched to Torrid because I would never wear Torrid underwear or their bras because I felt they were cheap. But I guess once people started to kind of lean more towards their underwear, they got better quality stuff. Like my underwear is better quality than their actual clothes, to be honest. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would much rather get their cute little sets. Like this comes in a set, it's a bralette set, and it comes with matching underwear. It's my favorite.
This one is Torrid. Actually, I think yes, this one is from
Yes.
their bralettes so much, and I've been trying to tell my people like you need to go on there. They have all the
Yeah,
shit.
their bralettes are good, are nice. They're my girlfriend's favorite one. Is like I have a floral long sleeve bralette that comes with floral
I
undies.
know which one you're talking about. So
I
cute.
mm, I love it. I think I look like the hottest bitch in the world when I wear
I
that
do
one.
too.
I really do.
So, with all of that being said, like, what has been like your, because when you talked about like your confidence and all that stuff, what has been your philosophy, and you could know, you could not know, around just the way that the world views you?
With the way I navigate the world, negativity as far as the outside never comes to me. I usually get people that are attracted to my aura. Or you're so beautiful, you have this amazing smile. Oh my God, you look so cute in that. And it's really the way I walk out of this house. It's literally like you almost physically exuding your dope ass energy for everybody to feel and to attract. Like that's me. I never, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. Period. So you can call me all the fat bitches in the world, like, and it's not even a insult to me anymore. And in fact, it wasn't ever, because I come from plus size women that were the shit. We were in the mall every weekend. Do you hear me? Nails, eyelashes, clothes. My auntie and my mama now today still wear 7-inch platforms and will tip across this world. That's how I grew up. That's what I know. So that's what I want to instill into other women. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected. And you grown, who gonna fucking check you? Who is gonna check you? You go out there in some Daisy Dukes and a crop top because in your mirror and your eyes, you look like you the shit. You the bomb. So when you go out there and somebody looking at you or says something sly, it ain't to your face. And in a show, it ain't nobody of a substance or consequence. So fuck them. Really, that's how you go out there. Not tugging at your shirt and pulling at you. No, you wasn't doing that in the house. If you don't go out there and stretch your shit, pop out like you the shit. I had a cousin, an older cousin, who used to tell me, Dominique, it looked like can't nobody throw a gold egg at your ass to tell you you wasn't the shit. And that's for real. And people think it's arrogance or whatever. No, no, that's nobility. I don't have to be humble for anybody. Humble is negative. The humble's a lowly person, and I'm definitely not that, and neither are you. Humble.
That's what some people humble. Where for what?
I will not. I cannot. Mm-mm.
No, I don't subject myself to any. Like I'm not bowing down to humble to who and for what? And what is
For
it gonna profit me?
nothing. Nothing. And what kills me is that the attributes that they give humble and humility are actually noble. You're being noble, but nobility and being noble is synonymous with royalty, and nobody wants to be rich or royal. I mean, I do, first off. Okay. So I want to be rich and royal, so I'm going to uh, put that out into the world. And I really feel like all Black women should live like that. Y'all are the shit. Y'all are bomb. You are desired. Don't let nobody tell you. Big women, y'all are desired. I don't want for shit. And if you really take stock of the people that come into your life, you're going to see that you don't want for shit either. And if you do, you letting the wrong motherfuckers in there. You are not hurting for nothing. You feel that way because the world wants you to feel that way, because that's the societal norm that if you're fat, you're supposed to be depressed and feel like you aren't enough. You're plus size. You're more than enough. How about that?
Mm,
Like I really it makes me cry. Like I've had sessions where I have burst into tears because women, we don't believe in ourselves. We don't think that we deserve all of these amazing, great things, and we don't think that we're beautiful when we clearly are. We clearly are. And if we accept ourselves first, Like everybody that we need will come in. Everything that we need will be provided. And I will say it to the day I die. If you accept yourself and if you navigate the world in an air of positivity and love for yourself, your outer world will look exactly like that. I
Mm.
thought it was bullshit when I first heard it until I started living like that. Everything I needed was given. I thought I was spoiled until I realized it was just me.
So, what has dating been like for you? I know you're not dating anymore, but
Right.
before, yes.
Um, Dating used to be fun. I would, I never heard it for a date, even when I was dating men. Like, I would get like I had my whole apartment furnished, and my ex would, get my hair done, and I'm not hurting for any type of
I'm good
affection.
at getting folks to do that.
Be me, literally being me 100%. Like I haven't dealt with uh, uh, being self-conscious as far as a mate because they come for me. I don't look, and that's another thing. I don't have to go looking and searching. They'll find you, especially if you minding your business.
Mm.
If you mind the business that pays you, it makes you gorgeous. Glory. For real. It's I put myself out there on dating sites. Like I was on POF for a while. I got on Tag. But, I put myself out there, and I got bites. Let's just say that. And big women aren't, y'all are desirable. Period.
How do you navigate because I've also heard like, well, people either they just completely do not, like they're not interested or they're fetishizing me, right? How do you like navigate that?
You could tell by the first conversation. You could tell by the things they say. Oh, I don't, I don't regularly date big women, or I don't date plus size women, or you're the first. Like those are fetishizers. Those are the ones. I call them closet chubby chasers.
Mm-hmm.
That in jest, y'all love fat women, but in their outer world, you will date, Carly Koss or some shit like some string bean. But you can literally tell by the things that they say, or you know, um, literally conversation. That's what I don't think that we understand as people. People are going to tell you who they are within the first conversation. And just like white men who fetishize black women, oh, chocolate this, and I haven't dated a black woman before, and I love dark skinned women. It's literally gonna be like that for fat women. But you've heard it. You're an adult, so you've heard these things so many years. You've gotten immune to it. Now it's time to place some boundaries around those words, those boundaries around those phrases, like, oh, can I feed you? Those are feeders. Those are people that like big women, but it's only to make them bigger. So they'll take you out to eat. They'll feed you until you get to their desired size. And it's quite frankly, it's kind of gross. But I'm not I'm not a kink shamer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Chubby chasers will always ask you, what size you wear, or, uh, You know, I've never dated a woman that's your, or I've always wanted to date someone with your shape.
Mm.
Shit like that. Your conversations, your first conversations will always be around your circumference. It will always be around that. It will never be, you know, what's actually on your mind or how do you feel about this. It's always looks.
Okay.
And you can, like, I had to, there was around the time I started to really figure it out as far as men and women conversation, because I've had women do the same thing. You know, I've never dated a big girl, and like, of course you have. Shut the fuck up. But I started to say, you know, thanks, but no thanks. You can, like, big women, like, y'all could say thanks, but no thanks. You do not have to talk to and date everybody that comes near you, because they half of them are just gross and you don't want them in your space anyway.
That's
They're
full.
not worthy of you.
Yeah. So, how did you meet your current partner?
Hmm.
How did you meet your current partner?
She found me on Facebook. Random. So random. I was like, and for a while, I was dating myself. So that's another thing. Women, start to date yourself. And when I say date yourself, I'm not talking about dinner and a movie. I'm talking museums. I'm talking about little small events, you know, secret events on the weekends and other cool little shit. You don't have to relegate yourself to boring ass, you know, movies in the park. Like, actually take yourself out on some cool shit. And that's what I was doing. I really wasn't trying to involve myself with anybody, but you know, she was like, "I think you're beautiful," and I'm like, "Oh God, freckles, please take me." No, but we met, and she was very assertive and told me that I was gorgeous and that I was going to be her girlfriend. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Like, and she was right.
And
I love.
ever since then, it's been dope. She takes care of me and my babies, and she's allowing me to create my brand and fine tune it as I see fit. Like, I'm lucky. You can bring that in, ladies. For real. And I wrote her up in my manifestation book. I have a book, a leather bound book that I write everything that I want in excruciating detail. And when I say she is everything I wrote in that book, it gave me chills when I read it again, because she is exactly those things. And that's what I teach as well. I teach manifestation writing.
There is something to be said about that. Only, and I say that because I just re-listened to an audio that I made like 2 months ago. First I wrote it out and then I recorded it for like my people, and I was just like popping off about what I wanted, you know. And it was so like specific and like, bitch, you could never, you know what I'm saying? Get that,
Right?
right?
I was writing it like,
And I want this, and I want someone who's gonna love me and then go away.
yeah.
Like, I want it all, and I want that person to be okay with me dating other people because they know that they're always gonna have a part of me that no one else can touch, and they're gonna trust me, and they're gonna. I have it. 2 months
Wow.
later, actually, I have two of them at the same time, and they know about
See how
it.
that works? See how that works?
2 months
And
later,
it's not like you don't think it's real until it happened to you. That's for real. You don't think it's real until it happened to you. Like, literally write the shit that you want in excruciating detail. Because not only are you going to get it, you're going to get what you wrote. So don't be vague, because you're going to get some vague ass bullshit and be mad.
and don't be afraid to like write the stuff that makes you go like, can I really have that? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
When I
Yes, you
think
can.
about my life, sometimes I was just telling Contessa this morning, I sit around and laugh sometimes. Cause that's all I can fucking do is laugh like, yo,
Like, this is my life right here.
look at what I did. This is wild. Like you're in a whole nother state
A
with
whole
it.
nother
You know,
state.
like I remember you, like I just remember some of the conversations of you just feeling like,
I've cried to you.
yes, like what the fuck is this? You
What's happening? Oh, this is not me. This is not real. And it wasn't. It wasn't real. None of that bad shit that I went through, it wasn't real. The bad shit that, ladies, when you're listening, the bad shit that you are going through right now, the negative things that are in your head, that shit is not reality. That shit is not real.
Oh, and
Mm-mm.
I advocate moving. I know some people say you can't run away from your problems, but sometimes your location is the fucking problem.
Your location is the problem. I felt nothing in Los Angeles, and I was born there. I was born there, and I sat there every day. I sat in my grandmother's pad, and I had my own place. I was in the hood. I didn't like it. So I would go, and I would leave my apartment, drop my kids off at school, and then go sit in my grandmother's patio and smoke and binge watch TV all day, doing nothing, crying to you and Contessa. Like, where is my life? Please mail it to me. Where did it get shipped somewhere else? Where is my life?
Is it like a tracking code? Because this shit ain't right. But then I just remember like you moving and just talking to you during that, and then you like going back and forth and not sure if you really wanted to move. And I'm like, you better
Right.
get out of there. You better go. And then just like watching you, that transformation was so
I
fucking
love, I love that I have people that are close to me like you and Contessa that have watched me go from sitting there every day to this. Like, I have the apartment that I want, like the apartment that I was living in, that was through public housing. I was on the county. I didn't have a job. Like, I didn't have any prospects. I didn't have anything. But I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew that I could have it.
that can be hard to leave that kind of like still a safety net though, right? Because it's like
My family's there.
give this up, like this is for you know.
Right, and my family, they tried to deter me because they didn't want me to move with my girls. They were like, my mom was like, you're gonna lose your apartment, you're gonna lose your county money. I was like, I hope so. I had to yell at her. I was like, I hope so. I hope all this shit get cut off. To be honest, I was like, I don't want to be here no more. I have to go. I was getting sick. I was in the emergency room thinking I was dying, having heart attacks and strokes, but they were full on panic attacks and anxiety attacks. Like, they were offering therapy instead of meds. Have you talked to a therapist, ma'am? A therapist? I haven't seen a therapist since I was 17, and then I found one out here and started going to her. And she was a hood black lady from Los Angeles and broke it down. You know, I was selling myself short. And don't get me wrong, like, I still had that mentality that I have now, it was in the back of my head. I had started to live with the ideas of other people of who I was, but that's their reality of me. I had to come back to where I was. Like, I even got a shadow reading that had me in the corner balled up. Is this really me? I'm calling my best friend. Am I really like this? She's like, yes, girl, pull it together.
That's the hardest shit. Like those shadow shit, you be like, oh my God, that's what's under, like that's in my basement. And, but you know, it's like until the unconscious becomes conscious, it will rule your life.
Yes. I had to make a conscious decision to move. Like every move that I made was calculated. And that's how you really have to live your life. You can't be lazy and live your life on autopilot because you're going to wake up 45 years old, getting up at 5:30 for a job you hate, next to a partner you hate, and taking care of some kids that should have been out your house years ago, and you unhappy and you don't know how your life got here. That's my worst fear. That's my worst fear. It really is.
Oh, same. Which is why I feel like I do. Like I move as fast as I move, and I do like as much as I do. Like even
Oh,
that.
because you don't play around, first of all. I watch you and you don't fucking play. You say you're gonna do something, it's done.
I have a similar fear to yours. It's that fear of I don't take it for granted when I constantly read like older people's regrets. It's never about the shit that they did. It's always about the shit that they didn't do.
Right.
You know? And so like down to like my tattoos and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do it. Then it's like, bitch, you're gonna be 10 years down the line wishing you did, then feeling like you're too old for it, then berating yourself about why you didn't do it and about the time that is no, do that
Right.
shit now.
I talk about you to my girlfriend, and when you got your face tat and your wrist tattoos, I was like, I'm about to get my face tattooed because I have been talking to her about it. I was like, I've been watching this woman for years, and she is a powerhouse. Like, I love you for real.
Oh, I love you too. And I just feel like it's the mirror effect. You know what I'm saying? And it's just watching you, you know, watching you live and the way that you like, even down to just like your personal style and how you would just wear your shit. And I love it. And it just reminds me a lot of times to like, do I want to tone this down? Nope. I want to amp this shit up.
I'm about to say, turn that shit all the way the fuck up, all the way on 1,000. That's how you should do it, for real, for real. Like when I go out, I pop out. I really do. And you don't even necessarily have to be going out. Wear what makes you feel good.
Yes. And just seeing you lean all the way into how you want to show up and how, you know what I'm saying? Even like on your days where you're not all the way like glam, right? It's
Right,
still very sure, very like, you know how you want to look. You
right.
know? And I'm like, that's somebody with a curated fucking closet where you could just grab anything and achieve the look that you want. And that's important.
Yes.
It's kind of shit that we don't really pay attention to, but it matters.
It matters. It matters. What people say don't matter, but they look. Whether you thin, thick, fat, real fat, they gonna look at you. Just like you look at everybody that pass you, they see you too. Don't you want to give them something good to look at?
Yes.
Period. Like, take me all in, honey. Whether you love it or hate it, you gonna remember me. I am in people's cell phone picture albums. I'm in when I worked for Disneyland. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about my attraction in general.
Yes.
I am a Disneyland goer. First of all, when I was in LA, I would go probably about 4 or 5 times out of the month, and I would just attract white women. They would be drawn to me. Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Look at your smile. Can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, I'm broke, lady. All my money go to Disneyland. What you want me for? I went to a adult themed circus 1 year, and the lady that was taking the pictures, that the little souvenir pictures, she turns around and goes, like audibly gasp. I'm thinking I scared her, and she's like, "Do you like know you have this aura about you?" And I'm like, "Yes, honey." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Last story. And this, I thought I was on a one of those hidden camera shows. I'm at downtown Disney again, filling out an application. And there are groups of white women just coming up to me, fawning over me. And I'm just in a white shirt, some black pants, and some baby doll shoes, you know, trying to look plain for trying to find a job. And I'm looking for cameras. I'm like, is somebody watching me? Are they sending these people over? I didn't know what it was. And that's just who I am. And I feel like every woman can be like that. Black women for sure, because we just have a magic about us anyway.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There's something I wanted to like talk to you about before. Like I already wanted to like ask you about it, but I feel like here is gonna be so that shot that you took, I do not know where you were. Where like with all the lights and the camera like surround like going.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about that shit because
Oh,
okay,
that was at R&B only New Year's Eve 2018. And I'm in the VIP section and I spotted it was way across the stadium. I'm like, I'm going to get one. I left my whole group. I was like, I'm going to go get me a picture. And it turned out to be one of the coolest things in the world. And I recommend if you could find a place, if you go to any event that has a photo booth like that, go get a picture because it is a confidence boost. I thought I was the motherfucking shit. Couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me nothing.
so after you posted it, I saw it damn near went like mini viral.
It did go viral. My friends list went from like a few hundred to 5K in a week. She burnt our bagels. It's okay.
Oh,
She getting ready for work to burn the bagels.
that's no good.
Oh, they black.
Vacation. I'm just kidding.
Trade tragique. Sheesh.
What was that like?
The
Because I
it
know
was.
the messages had to be off the chain.
I'm still getting messages about that picture. It's still getting shares. Like I was I was excited. I was surprised one because I started my influencer page and because this is when I first got to Vegas. This was literally the month after I got here. And I was like, okay, I'm posting old pictures that I thought was cute. I was like, oh, this one did really good on my personal page. Let me put it on my influencer page. And it blew up. Like I'm calling my mom. I was like, Mom, I think I'm a little famous right now. Mama, I made it. Like that's how I felt. It was really cool. Like I'm still getting like I got offers to promote clothes and all kinds of stuff. It was neat. And it gave me a little wave. That's what I wanted. I wanted to start a wave. And it turned out to be a great thing because I started getting Black alternative women, Black witches that felt me. They understood they was picking up what I was putting down.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew this amazing community of people that I support and that support me just off that picture. Like it's really I can't even say it's that simple, but it low key is. Like sometimes you can do something and it kind of shoots you off into the stratosphere, and it's what you do with it. because I could have just left it at that. Let
Mm-hmm.
it be what it was. But I wanted this was intentional. Like I wanted to bring a positivity movement, but my way. Because I'm black, I'm alternative, and I cuss like a sailor. You
Yeah.
know, and I wanted that to be my style. Anytime I did manifestation writing, I said I wanted to be a speaker, bringing my dope ass self, my punk rock self, my goth self. I could be up there in some Vans, leggings, and a punk rock t-shirt and give the best motherfucking speech on that stage. Peace. That's what I want. I want clients that will understand me and will get the the things that they need to be confident, to have the self-esteem, to take drastic action towards the things that they want because I did it. The things that I teach, the things that I talk to these women about, like I did myself. So these are tried and true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not talking shit. Like I was doing nothing last year. That's what blows my mind. It blows my mind that I am here now. And I wanna give that feeling to everybody. I think everybody should fucking feel like this. Like for real.
As we come to a close, what's like one piece of advice you would want to leave them with? I know it's a lot.
Live by the phrase, who gon' check me, boo? Can't nobody fucking check you. Be who you wanna be. Wear what you wanna wear because it looks good to you. The things that have hurt you in the past that people have said to you, that shit is not real. It was a projection of how they felt about themselves. You are the shit. Keep thinking that because you are. Go for the things that you want because you know you fucking deserve it. Because you do. Your life should be fucking magical because it can be. Um, uh, I guess that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, how can they find you?
You could message me, you could follow me, or add me as a friend at Dominique Von Buxaplenty on Facebook. That's BonBuxPlenty. There's my business page, Gothic Guidance, where I give tarot readings. Right now, I am coming up with a 5-week course where I help 5 to 10 women boost their confidence and self esteem through tarot reading, manifestation rituals, manifestation writing. It comes with a transformation box with candles, herbs, conditioned oils, stones, and everything you need to perform your ritual, and a manifestation journal where you can get really fucking specific with the things that you want. And on the 4th week, we do a full moon harvest ritual, and we get to bring in the things that you want. So please message me if you want this course. Right now, the first 5 women will get in at 55. After that, it'll go up. I'm excited. So let's get
I'm
started.
excited too. That is so dope. So, if you can go ahead and send me all your links and I'll post them too to make it that much easier
Thank
for
you.
them to get a hold of you. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
having me, Maya.
bringing your vibrancy, your amazingness, your badassness, like just all of you into this space. And I cannot wait to continue to just witness all of the shit that you're going to continue to manifest because I know it's
Oh,
at your whole life. epic.
It's gonna be amazing.
Period.
Girl.
Go ahead and stop the recording.